What's up guys, today I have a very close battle for you. We have the Lizardmen against the Greenskins. Looking at the Lizardmen legions, they are lined up perfectly. Led by the Slant Mage Priest of Fire with Shield of the Old Ones, Banishment, Flaming Sword of Ruin and Fireball. We have 3 Skink Skirmishers vanguarded. Our front line, we have 3 Saurus warriors with shields and 1 unit of cohort of Sotek. The red crested skinks with a pretty nice melee attack, and they have this refuse to die ability. We have also 1 ancient salamander, and on the flanks we have 1 skink cohort of javelins also on the other side. Here is the Umbral Tide also with fire damage and some really nice missile strength. 1 Saurus Spears here to guard the Slant Mage, and guarding the flanks we have 2 Cold One Spear Riders and 1 more Skink cohort with javelins here at the backside. Looking at the Greenskin army, we have Big Boy Grom himself. He has all his abilities on him. The great one is here, Lucky Banner and Axe of Grom. Plus he has also regeneration, which is going to give him weakness to fire damage, 20%, which is perfect for our Fire Lord and Ancient Salamander combination. He has 1 Orc Shaman riding his War Boar, War Pig, Gaze of Mork, and he has Here We Go to buff up his units, especially the cavalry, to win those cavalry engagements. He has Orc Boar Boy Big Guns, 1 Mogrop's Mangy Marauders. They have some nice armor piercing damage, and also on the side they have 3 more Orc Boy Big Guns and 1 Savage Orc Boy Big Gun, but they have the physical resistance 25%, and they have generally better melee stats than the regular Orc Boys, the Boar Riders. Here is also 1 Goblin Spearman, and he has for his front line 3 units of Orc Boys and also 3 units of Orc Boys but with spears. So for now we have some little skirmishing here with the Salamander and also the Skink Skirmishers. My plan is here to use the Slant Mage Priest and the Umbral Tide and also the Ancient Salamander to deal that sweet fire damage onto the enemy. Meanwhile, his plan is going to be to buff up his cavalry and to deal some nice damage. Also, we are sending 1 Fireball to Grom, so the Slant Mage sends his best regards, dealing some nice damage here to Grom, 500 HP gone, but he is going to regenerate it. He has regeneration, so he doesn't care about that. So also on the right flank, he is preparing to flank us, and I am just playing defensively here, positioning the Cold One Spear Riders and the Salamanders here. Meanwhile, some skirmishing and poking going down here on the front lines. I was shooting at Rugl's Armored Orcs with the Salamander because they can do some really nasty damage, so it's going to be important to get rid of them. Here the front lines already are colliding, cohort of Skink charging right into the Orc Boys with spears, some really dealing nice damage here. Meanwhile the cavalry engagement is about to start. So we have the Orc Boy Big Guns charging right into the Cold One Spear Riders, counter-charging also the Cold Ones. I put Flaming Sword of Ruin on them, and he activates Grom's abilities, and plus also the Broken Tuskmox has Here We Go, plus 40 melee attack, and here comes 1 Banishment from the Slant Mage Priest. Nice damage here, hitting really these units right in their face. They lost already half of their health. I also activate Shield of the Old Ones for the physical resistance, but sadly we lost this fight. The Cold One Spear Riders are routing, but here are the Saurus Spears to save the day. He retreats with his Broken Tusk Mob and Grom, Meanwhile, on the other side, things are also not looking great for us. The Salamanders are shooting at the savage orc boys, but the Cold One Spear Riders are somehow hardly holding out these flanks. And as you can see, our back line is compromised now, so I need to regroup now with these units. Meanwhile, the front line, we won the front line engagement, so the orc boys were no match for the Saurus warriors here. So we had really nice time here on the front line. But the problem is now the back line is being compromised, and the orc boar cavalry is just running rampant here through our units and our skirmishers. It is a terrible time now for the Lizardmen. A really hard thing. So I just am looking to stabilize here now. King's cohort also attacking the broken tusk mob, infantry fighting against cavalry, doing whatever I can. And also we are losing the Umbral Tide because Grom activated the Axe of Grom, so we are going to, he has more weapons, 50%. Here is also the ancient Salamander fighting against him. He has this sweet fire damage which is going to hurt Grom. The orcs also activate Woe, so 25% melee damage and 24 melee attack. Also the Umbral Tide is routing, but they are coming back any minute. So we have a nice catch here because we are going to, he forget his Orc Shaman here, and the Cold One Spear Riders are charging in, so this is a really juicy target for them, dealing some nice damage here. As you can see, guys, the balance of power is not in our favor. Right now we are losing this fight. It's not looking good for us, but we managed to rout this Orc Shaman, which is going to be a really nice play here, really nice catch. And meanwhile he gets a little overconfident with Grom, and we deal some damage here with the Umbral Tide. And also the ancient Salamander is here. He came back from routing, damaging Grom. Some nice damage. You can see that fire damage is really hurting him. And here is also the Saurus Spears. They catch up with Grom and dealing some damage on him. But he is just he's going after these King skirmishers. He doesn't want them here. One more volley from the Umbral Tide, but Grom pops the lucky banner, 40% damage resistant and 24 melee attack. He charges right into the Salamanders. And also here come the Savage Orc Boar boys. And now, but Grom is losing his health slowly. And the balance of power is going back into our favor, which is pretty good. We managed to claw back here a little bit. And meanwhile the Saurus Spearmen are just chasing Grom. Meanwhile here on the other side, things are looking good. But the problem is now that the archers are free to shoot, and we are a little slower than them. So they are going to be dealing some nice damage here. But I am now after the archers. Just I want to get rid of them. And here meanwhile Grom is fighting against the ancient Salamander, which is not a great fight for him. And one more fireball coming in from the slain mage priest. And Grom pulls away. He is really low. He has 1000 health now. But my enemy, my opponent, he is an experienced fighter. So he is going to be pulling back with Grom, enabling the regeneration, because he has plenty of hit points that he can regenerate, so he's not in a rush here. Meanwhile, one more juicy banishment going down here on the Orc Archer boys. Nice banishment, damaging them all. It's going to do a little friendly fire also, which is not good, but this is what happens. What can we do about it? And the Orc Spearmen are routing away now. But this was a nice play from us. Meanwhile, the Saurus warriors are just chasing after the Ruglut's armored orcs, and I think the Ruglut's orcs have much better stats now. Look at, they have Saurus Warriors 28 melee attack, and the orcs also 20. No, they have 32. Maybe it would be better if he turns around and fights them. But for now my army is separated, and I need to bring them back together because this is not looking good for us here. But we also routed the orc shaman, and Grom is slowly regenerating his health. But he is going to be coming back to the fight slowly. The Morgul's Mage Marauders are harassing the Slain Mage Priest and the Skin cohort that we have here, and we have also one very damaged Saurus Warrior. But he catches me with his Grom and the Ruglut's Armored Orcs and Morgul's Mage Marauders fighting against this unit of very beaten up unit of Saurus Warriors. Sadly we are going to lose them. But well played to my opponent here. He is also making a comeback. Now as the Grom is attacking the Skinks and the Slain Mage Priest, but the Slain Mage Priest, he can take some beating, he can take damage, because when you look at his stats, he has pretty low melee attack at 20 and 32 melee defense, but he's a very tanky lord. He has around 6,000, almost 7,000 hit points, so that's really nice. One more fireball going down. I also put cold-blooded on this Skin cohort of javelins so that they don't rout, because they were really low. Now they have 41. They have 12 leadership, and I also activate Flaming Sword of Ruin, which is going to be damaging Grom because he has weakness to fire and he's getting really low. Look at, he has 800 leadership, now he has 400 and he's already routing. So this is really close game here. And here come the orc boys. What are these? The cavalry. And the Salamander is also here shooting at them. That's good because he has the range, so he can help the Slain Mage Priest, because the Skin cohort is routing away. And also Grom is back from routing. But I'm going to cast one more fireball to him, and he's down to 300 in health. So he's routing away, he's fleeing to the desert. And now I just need to regroup with this group of army. But the Slain Mage Priest, he is so slow, he is really slow. This is really hard to get away. And he is attacking me with Morgul's Mage Marauders. And I'm just working on it to... The spearmen came here, so they can help the Slain Mage Priest. Meanwhile, I'm attacking with the Salamander. I'm shooting at the Ruglut's Armored Orcs, because this is the biggest threat for me. One night shot from the ancient Salamander there. And he realizes this and he charges right into it, Morgul's Mage Marauders, but the Salamander charges back at them. And these goblins are no match for this Salamander. They are going to be running away any second now. And also here comes the Slain Mage Priest to deal some additional damage. And they are routing now. But the problem is that the Ruglut's Armored Orcs are in range and they are shooting at the Slain Mage Priest, which is a big target. And he is down to 500 health, he has -2 leadership, he is routing. And now I realize I need to charge him with the Salamander to cause this nice sweet terror, because the Salamander is causing terror. And here is the terror route, and this is going to be GG. A really close game, guys. One more shot probably. No, here it is. A very hard fought battle. So let's see the units. Almost 2000 on the Slain Mage Priest. I mean, the 2 banishments were really great, and like 5-4 fireballs also. So 2000 on the Slain Mage Priest. He cost around 1500 here, so he paid for himself really well. 800 on the Saurus Spears. And also the Saurus did pretty good because the Orc boys were no match for them in this game. Meanwhile, the Skink Skirmishers did not pay for themselves, really bad for them, like 200, 300 damage. This one Skink cohort has 900, like this is amazing. And also the other one has 400, almost paid for himself, the other one not. And one Cold One Spear Rider has 1000 and the other has 700. So they did pretty well. This one paid for himself. But the biggest damage dealer unit for us was the Ancient Salamander and of course the Slain Mage Priest. The Umbral Cloud, I misplayed them a little, so that's my bad. But really well played to my opponent. It was a really tough match. 1200 for Grom the Paunch. We have Orc Shaman, he was there to buff up the units, he did it really well. Decent damage also on the Orcs. But look at these two archers, like 1300 on the Ruglut's armored Orcs and 1000 on the normal Orc archer boys. Like, these Orcs can really do some nice damage. You think these are just normal Orc archers, but they are, if you keep them, like if you let them shooting, they are going to do some really nice damage here. Meanwhile, the cavalry did okay, almost 1000 on them, so nice game. Also the Mogros Mangy Marauders. So overall, very nice game, really close one, well played to my opponent, really GG to him. Thanks guys for watching and see you next time.